morning, fishy friends. Welcome to your morning's entertainment. Grab your croissants, pancakes, or Vegemite on toast and wake up to today's host, that buttery smooth groovy cat, Mr. Salem.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this morning's entertainment. We're back after however long it's been, and whatever it was we were doing last. I'm pretty sure it was probably Nikki, but we're back from then, and then the long break, which was like less than a week, but still. This thing is making noises, and it should not be making noises. I just did it again. It was doing this when we were doing the community games day. It's the not the stream laptop. It's the other laptop. But it's when oh no, TV's okay. Where the screen detaches from the base, the keyboard, because it's a Surface Book. So it makes that doodaloo doodaloo constantly over and over and over, and I'm like, but the screen's not detached. I'm not unplugging it. Anyway, but yes, we're back. The thing is, I think it's got something to actually do with one of the connections that's actually like what triggers it. Thankfully you can't hear it. But it kills the trackpad. But I think it's got something to do, like it tends to happen when I have a connection, and I'm not sure if it's the power connection or if it's the USB connection, which is the one that does the actual monitor output. Anyway, hopefully it stops because that noise is annoying. What was I saying? Right, yes, no. So we got through the Discord watch parties. So that's been done. Yeah, I've already marked them off. We had the American one on the weekend, and then the European one yesterday, I think it was. Something like that, yeah. So that's all done and dusted, which is good. Another thing marked off on that, what needs to be done. We still have the cooking, the jewel painting, the hear me out cake, the duo Lego building, as well as the next 24-hour one of Lego Harry Potter. And that one is going to be this weekend. I spoke with Dimitri yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, and he, because of the rains and everything like that, we can't do the painting if there's rain because I have to have the back door open for the ventilation and everything like that. So we can't do that. The Hear Me Out cake is pretty much ready to go. Dimitri is not looking forward to it because he's gonna get in trouble or something, and he's like, people are gonna think I'm weird, and oh, it's so difficult, and they're gonna squirt me, and I'm gonna get so wet. And I'm like, I'm probably not gonna have the water squirting thing because I don't want things around here to get wet. But we'll see. Yes, the cooking one obviously is still a little tricky. I'm still working on it, but it's going to be done with, devices and stuff since I don't have an actual, what's it called, stove or oven still for like 5 years now or something. Probably not that long, 4 years. But I still need to make enough room in here or in the kitchen area to do it. But yes, no, but so he's getting his tree cut down Friday, because there's not meant to be rain Friday morning. So early Friday morning, the arborist is meant to be going up there and cutting down that tree that is lingering precariously over his room that will drop and crush his room if there's a big storm. so that's meant to be getting cut down on the Friday. So he's like, he's got the Sunday and Monday all good, and I'm like, okay, well, when we can, we'll get the big one done. So we're gonna get the Lego Harry Potter collection done. So that's gonna be Sunday to Monday my time here, which will be Saturday afternoon / evening for the Americans, and very late Saturday for the Europeans, and going for over 24 hours. It will be. That one will be over 24 hours because of how long it is to do the game itself, or the two games itself, is just under 24 hours. It's like 23. So that will be a 24-hour one. So that's this Sunday to Monday / Saturday to Sunday. Yeah. Woo. Woo. Anyway, let me read and catch up on the chat stuff if my thing's all good. Okay, it stopped making noises. Wonderful. Oh woo, back for more Infinity Nikki shenanigans with my Pawsome Alpha, me. Last stream was a howling good time with co-op chaos, throwing gifts, and even donut debates. There were no throwing gifts. I don't think there was co-op chaos last time either. That was the time before, was it not? Remember when Kuro sniffed out that Nikki Redeem was off and Colourfully Woolly dug through the logs to prove it? Oh, chat. Tonight we're taking Salem by the heart and by the hand. This chill, cozy stream is going to be rough-tastic. What fashion fails and co-op craziness does Salem have planned? Are you ready to howl at the moon with the hashtag Sire Salem Squad? And congratulations, Teddy, on coming first, and congratulations, Wigglestick, on coming second. I hope that you're well and wonderful this morning, Teddy, and I hope that you're going fantastic this evening, Wigglestick. Darn, got it right under my nose. Ooh, close, though, close. And Hydro, thank you very much, Viking. I hope that you're going well and wonderful this evening as well. Got 2 half bottles. Hi, Teddy. And good morning, Big White Bear. I hope that you're well and wonderful today. Hi, Viking. Oh, hi, Wiggle. Hi, Big White Bear. Wasn't me this time. Hi, everybody. Hi, BWB. Hi, Wiggle. Hi, Teddy. Thank you very much for the hydrates, Wiggle Stick. Ugh. Bop-bop-a-doop. Hi, Salem. How was getting rest? Manage that or no? I got one rough 1 hour sleep, and then I had to get up because then I had to, watch certain stuff for a while, and then I stayed with that for as long as I could. And then I went to sleep again after that. But so I got more sleep that second time, which was in my afternoon. But yeah, still very tired. Very, very tired. Hi all, and good afternoon, Lena. I hope that you're well and wonderful this afternoon. Hi, Lena. Hi, Lena. Hi, Viking and Wigglestick. I need to lurk waiting on customer service for package that was marked delivered but didn't. So my week that's not good to hear, first of all, by the way. And I experienced that earlier this week. So I know how not fun that is. So as we all know, with my solar energy power battery solar system, it broke in January. And then I had people come out and they looked at it and they're like, "Yep, nope." They're gonna do stuff and whatnot, send things off with the manufacturer and whatnot. Anyway, so that's been going like, so it's been 3 months since I contacted someone to come and check it out, but it's been 4 months, 4 months since it stopped working. It was only the end of last week, well, actually, start of this week, but end of last week I contacted them and I'm like, haven't heard anything from you in over a month. What's happening? Start of this week, pardon me, actually got a response. I technically got a response on Friday. The thing is that was by email, and I wasn't checking that email address on Friday, so I didn't see that until Monday. Reason is because they said that they would call on Monday, and then like 2 hours later they emailed me. Anyway, in the email they said that nothing can be done. It's not covered by warranty at all because the original the original installers, which one doesn't exist anymore, which is why I had to get this other local mob to come out and check it and whatnot. They said that the original people who installed it incorrectly, which is why it ended up dying, they never registered it. And because it wasn't registered, the manufacturers there's no warranty at all on it. So it's going to be the whole full cost is all going to be on me for getting it replaced and all of that. And then they said so they'll send me a quote out for one that they recommend and so on. The thing is that they recommend a brand that I don't want to touch. It's one of the like very highly sort of regarded ones in the cheaper end spectrum of them. But again, you pay for what you get, right? Like my one was a Fronius, which is like right at the top. That's German. They're one of the best inverters you can get on the market. A lot of ones are Chinese, and there's good Chinese ones and there's bad Chinese ones. The one that they recommended is a good Chinese one, but it's still sort of it's one of the cheaper ones. It is actually very quite cheap. But because of that, it is also very limiting in what it can do with future things and different stuff like that. Anyway, so that was this was all Monday. And so I'm like, all right. So I went and there's a very good thing in Australia. A guy started up like in 2009 or something. It's called Solar Quotes, website where he does all different solar stuff, and it's connected up with a whole bunch of different installers that he has personally sort of vetted. It's got reviews and tons of information. He's brought out a book as well. It's really good. Anyway, they have a whole thing for getting quotes out where you put in, you know, your postcode, you put in what you're after, if it's a new solar system, an upgrade, whatever, all these different details and everything like that, and then they cross-reference that with the information they have of people that service your area, and then they get them to, you know, contact you for a quote and everything. So I did that late on Monday night. Now it rolls around to Tuesday. Tuesday was when my cat litter was meant to be arriving, and sort of all around the same time, I got an email saying that my cat litter has been delivered, and I got a phone call, and the phone call was one of these things giving me the quote and everything. So, and I was like, well, I didn't hear a van or anything out the front, and anyway, so this phone call ends up going over an hour with this guy. It was really good. So he's coming out tomorrow, Friday morning, to check everything. He deals with the two brands I was looking at. Sort of on par with Fronius is Solar Edge, which is a another very high tiered inverter. Solar Edge though are quite expensive. I have a friend though down in Newcastle who has a whole system done with Solar Edge, and he really likes it. And I've seen what the app's like, and it's very good. They use I don't think it's technically micro inverters. I think they're called micro whatever things, but basically there's things on like all of the panels and everything, so you can actually see what every single panel is generating. So if ever one of the panels stops working or that isn't working correctly, you can see that very quickly straight away, and you're like, this panel like right in the middle, it's not producing anywhere near as much as all the ones around it, something's wrong. But in the end, it does actually add quite a bit of money, all of that. But they've got their own sort of battery system and everything like that. So again, for future upgrades and future proofing. But again, expensive one. But they also deal with this other brand, which has only sort of just come onto the market about 2 or 3 years ago, which is Sig Energy now, or Sig Energy, depending on how you want to say it. But now what they are is, while they're sort of only new, is that they're actually the creator, the founder of that was head of Huawei or something, their solar uh, division thing. And they basically sort of headhunted a bunch of people that were in the solar divisions in a lot of different companies, such as like they got someone that was high ranking in the Tesla solar division, someone from, Toyota's solar division, like a bunch of these different people that have been in the solar game for a very long time and held these very high positions in other companies. So it's not like a new company that's just started up with, all new people. It's people that have been in the scene for a very long time. So that's one that I'm actually, and I've looked at all their stuff. I've gone through a lot of different reviews and watched a lot of installs of it. While they are new, they know what they're doing, and they have like got a lot of implementations for future proofing. One thing that I really like as well is that the safety that they put in their batteries is they actually have I think it's like 5 different safety features, and most other batteries tend to only have about 3 or 4. But their fifth one is it's actually got like an extinguisher inside the actual battery. Now, obviously, you don't want the battery to be catching fire or anything like that, and it's not something that does happen often. It does happen though, but so just having that extra sort of safety stuff is interesting to have. Um, but yeah, so anyway, he called. He's going to be out here on Friday morning, and then after that phone call, I finally got to actually properly figure out what's going on with with my cat litter that was apparently meant to be delivered. And I went and checked, and there was no box or anything out the front of my house. I checked the email, and because it had ATL, authority to leave. And quite often they won't even check if you're home, and they'll just leave the package there and go because they can. Anyway, they took a picture of the packages at the front door, and I'm like, that's not my front door. That's not like the front door of the house beside me on either side or across the road. I don't know where, I don't know whose front door this is, but it's not mine. The thing is that the email has no, like, like the tracking email thing has no phone number or anything about support or anything like that. I'm like, all right. I go onto their website. There's no email or anything because it's a courier that's not actually in this area, so they subcontract to someone in the area to take care of the final mile delivery. So I'm googling around trying to find out who's the person that does it in this area, and I found name, and okay, so these are the people that apparently do it. I found a number for them. I called that number. The people that answered was a different name, and I'm like, I'm looking for this courier, and they're like, yeah, so they bought out that courier, which is why it's a part of them. I'm like, okay, well, while I'm looking for this courier, I'm actually looking for this other courier, which apparently these people did, and they led. Okay, so originally, yes, they used to, but when this company that I apparently called bought them out, they didn't take over that contract. So it's a different courier that does the end of mile delivery in the local area. And I'm like, well, that doesn't help me at all because all the things on Google are saying is that it's this one. There's no information about who actually has it now. And he's like, it's possible that it could be like the courier that's literally like right next door to them, or there's another one that took on a lot of those sorts of things. When they bought out this other one, he's not sure if they did it, and he gave me these other 2 names of these other couriers. Couldn't find any information about them at all on the internet. Nothing on Facebook, nothing anywhere. So yeah, that didn't help at all. Anyway, I kept looking around and I finally found a 1300 number to call. Called that 1300 number, and it was the original courier of it and everything like that. Fantastic. And I said that, okay, it says that delivered picture of the thing. That's not my front door. The lady checks the thing and she's like, she checked the GPS stuff and she's like, yep, so they delivered it, and she's like, she'll get the driver to go back and pick it up and re-deliver it to me, if he can reacquire it. Anyway, it was about like 2 hours after that, I get another phone call, and it was the driver, and he's like, yep, so well, not the driver, sorry, it was the people that have the contract now, which aren't even in Coffs Harbour, they're in Grafton, so in the complete wrong direction. And he said that he'll get the driver to go and pick it up and re-deliver it to me this time. And it'll be about an hour. Anyway, finally that happened. And so what it was is that the guy had actually was already halfway back to Grafton. Grafton's about an hour northwards. Coffs Harbour's about 35 minutes south. Most couriers and stuff that drop things off here are ones from Coffs Harbour, not from Grafton, because it's closer. So it's all their depots that tend to be there. But there are some couriers that are specifically only in Grafton. So yeah, I finally got the cat litter after all of that messing around and everything. And the thing was, is I'm like, I've got none. I've not got no more. Like it was meant to actually come on Monday and it didn't. But I still had like I did my refresh of the stuff on the Monday, so I'm like, it needs to come in the next couple of days. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to try and get into town to get some. But it finally did come, and yeah. So that was a whole lot of messing around and everything. But yeah. But yeah, so horrible and terrible news about the solar and everything. Because of the replacement and everything that's going to end up being, we're looking at it on the low end spectrum, about 2.5 thousand. On the high end spectrum, around 4,000. I won't know completely until probably Friday afternoon. So he'll be in the morning. They'll do the quotes and stuff like that, and they'll get it probably Friday afternoon or Monday morning. Monday sometime. But yeah, so yeah. But I got the cat litter at least. Woo. But yes, no, not good to hear, Wigglestick. I hope that they can get your package and they can deliver it to the right address for you. Yes, good luck with that, Wiggle. Hope you get that resolved. Hi, Salem. Good morning. Kuro, I hope that you're well and wonderful this morning. Hi, Viking. Hi, Kuro. Hi, Wiggles. Hi, Lena. Why would cake be weird? Because it's a hear me out cake. And it's not one in which you eat. It's about one in regards to things that you would possibly want to fornicate with. You'll be starting it on my birthday if it's starting on Saturday. Ooh, good timing then, good timing. Happy early birthday, Teddy. Can I still catch the second movie? No, I do not believe so, Blank. It is well over, but I hope that you're going well and wonderful this evening. And your tune as well that you put in there is very Christmassy vibes with the bells and stuff in it. Hi, Blank. It's actually 1 p.m. here, so afternoon. Ah, you're not same time as Kuro. Kuro time and Teddy time is different. All right. Wait. Is Kuro 3 or is Kuro 4? So Teddy's 2, which would mean Kuro would be 3. So that would be afternoon then for Kuro as well, because it would just be after 12, I'd imagine. Okay. I am severely sore and my legs are cramping. Sadly, it didn't have anything to do with the Tuesday activity. Tuesday activity. As in, when I kept you up all night and you kept me up all morning, it was not to do with that. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's unfortunate about the cramping just in general. But I hope that that can it's severely sore as well. That can change and stop and become better by being not that. Bought soda chips and ranch dip. As one might guess, I am now consuming these aforementioned products for the purposes of dopamine production. Very good. Very good. Oh, fudge that. Huawei. I had a phone of that brand like 7 years ago. Didn't like that as much. Not a good quality phone back then. Yeah, they've got a lot of different divisions and they've a lot of different things and stuff like that. But yeah, they used to do quite a bit of solar stuff, I know, back in the day. I don't know if they even do that stuff anymore either. But yeah. I know their phones over here were quite popular years back. I think they got replaced by Oppos or something like that as like for you know a Chinese brand phone. But yeah. And Colourful Willie's here. Good morning, Colourful Willie. I hope that you're well and wonderful today. Oh no, dreaded male issues. Hi Viking, hi Wiggle, hi Teddy, hi Salami. My muscles are so sore from chest and shoulder day yesterday. Ooh, but getting all the big boulder shoulders and chest strength somethings. Very good. Hi, Colourful Willie. My gosh, reminding of that one time the package went to my neighbors, walk up there 10 minutes later, it's gone, and they won't answer the door. Yeah. Yeah. See, the good thing, though, about these boxes is that it was 2 boxes that were 40 kilos each. So it's not going to be super quick and easy for people to be grabbing them and pull them inside. But it was several hours later, though. So, you know. But no, it was fortunate that they were able to get it and everything. So, yeah. Dang, I'm waiting on cat food. Oh, so I had delivery issues with cat litter, and you're having delivery issues with cat food. It's not a week for cat deliveries. Hi, kudos somewhere, and you'll be fornicating on stream. Oh, with the cake thing, right? No, but we'll be talking about it. Yes. Because it'll be, people that are obviously not here. It'll just be Dimitri and I talking about the cakes and the ones in which we would, if we could, and our reasons why. And then we get to judge. Oh yes, happy almost birthday, Teddy, and also Salem soon. Kuro is East Coast, but not full East Coast, right? So Teddy is not the same time zone as Kuro, right? Thanks everyone for birthday wishes. Hey, Colourful Willy. Hi everyone. Good evening, Bursty. I hope that you are well and wonderful today. Hi, Bursty. Hi, Bursty. So cake day is Saturday? No. Sunday for us, Sunday to Monday is going to be Lego Harry Potter 24-hour stream. I was just saying that we couldn't do because it's meant to be raining on the weekend. It's meant so we can't do the painting because we need the I have to have ventilation when there's other people here and doing painting because I won't endanger them. It's different if it's just me. So can't do the painting, but a possibility could have been to do the cake, the Hear Me Out cake stream. But because we do have the days that Dimitri can do a 24-hour one, we're going to do that. So because that's not always a possibility. So, yeah. It will be very interesting and educational then. Cake. Mine's all sorted, and I've got all the stuff, so I know what his picks are because I'm the one that has to get the pictures and stuff like that. He had full choice, and I told him, and I explained what Kuro's commandments were and what will upset Kuro and set Kuro off. So, yeah. And he's like, oh, I can't think of anything. Then he thinks of something. I can't think of anything. And he thinks of something else. Then, oh, I can't think of anything. He thinks of 3 things. I'm like, you can think of things. Stop saying you can't, because you flipping can. Whether or not they're, great choices is completely up to you. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Um, Yo, what's that in the back? That is a very large wheel for when we do the wheel spins, which we don't do at the moment, but when we're doing the other streams, we do. That needs to be fixed up for the next time. But I hope that you're well and wonderful this morning, Oriole. No, to the right or left. You know what I mean? Well, that was left, so the right, then that's an arcade machine. Yeah, she's technically in the Midwest. Oh, we need like Western sounds. Do 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 do. Yes, but you're the one that's got the Western cowboy top with the tassels. And by technically, she is. My dinner, cooked salmon and cooked rice with truffle mayonnaise. Ooh, I don't know what that is with the mayonnaise, but fancy, very good. Rice and fish. I can't completely leave meat/fish out of my food. What is it? You got people that won't have any other meats, but they will have fish. Pescatarians or something like that. Yes. Yeah, all right, there we go. I'm caught up on everything. Fantastic. But yeah, so like I said, Sunday to Monday morning, Sunday, which will be afternoon/evening Saturday for the Americans, and evening Saturday/very early Monday. Is Restream bot here? Nope. Good point. Wait, no, yes, because Blank was talking earlier. Hold up. Ah, right. No, because TikTok. Tickety Talk chat doesn't get redone. That's why. There we go. Sunday. Yep, there you go. He's all ready. Fighting fit and ready to rumble. Sunday. Hilux. But yeah, we did the oh my nose. We did the watch parties. We got them done and dusted. Some classic Australian movies, iconic and classic Australian movies, as well as, just a fun one. So we did Fighting the Man, which, bamboozled Kuro because she thought it was actually going to be a fighting one. Then we did, so that was for the US one. Then for the European one, we got two in, and that was ABBA. And then I was going to go with a fabulous one, but instead we went with the sport one. Which apparently was well received, maybe? Hi, Viking, because I was like, what is he reading? I don't see it. Oh, okay. Hi, you colorfully woolly. Hi, Dimitri. And also, speaking of the wheel, what was it? I loved it. Thank you kindly. Fantastic. Which one? The sport one is done by the same people that do the boy band one. The boy band one being a newer one, but trickier to get. But yeah, yes. But yes, no. Speaking of the wheel and stuff like that, with Dimitri here, is that I found Colorful Willie has seen them, but I found my big nuts, so I can get those things out, so we can have that stuff with the wheel. So then, when we're doing the one hand pumps or the two hand pumps, we can have the big nuts with them as well. And you can be one hand pumping or two hand pumping these big nuts. Both were good, but the sport one speaks to me more for some reason. Well, it was a more humorous one and more of a modern one as well. The other one was quite yeah, a little different kind of movie making style, and sort of writing style and stuff like that. So the sport one is definitely a lot more of a sort of modern one in the progression of how movies go. You've got the thingy, the problem, resolution, sort of stuff like that. Whereas the ABBA one, not so much. It was different sort of script writing and movie progression. Um, yeah, won a lot of awards though back in the day. But yes, I won't be here too long. Got to get up and move stuff for Friday. Yes, you should already be sleeping, but you don't go to sleep early. You go to sleep late because you're up all night doing your lady catching games, girl catching games, and your um spaceship trying to thing and stuff. I unmute and hear my big nuts. Welcome back. Chest pains all day at the moment. Ah, did you do chest day as well, like Colorful Willy? I hope your arms are all fine then as well. If you did also your arms day. Shoulder day, not arms. Shoulder day too. But hopefully the pain can go away. And isn't anything serious. Hope you'll feel better soon, Lux. We also got to be wary that he could just be getting that out there, so he's got a thing to refer back to when he's like, can't come Sunday, my chest exploded. Having trouble breathing, but I think it's how I slept. Yeah. Well, I mean, you do have a proper bed now. Dimitri used to not have a proper bed. He had a fold-out lounge bed. And that's okay for like if you're visiting someone and sleeping there for like a couple nights or something. That's not good as a permanent bed. And you had that for a couple of years. But he does have an actual proper bed now, which is good. He has an actual proper bed. But yes, well, hopefully you can get some proper sleep tonight. We'll be lurking, have to do some work at home. Ooh, no worries, Teddy. I hope the work goes good and well, and you get it done quickly. Nope. Coming over to pull your ears if you back out, Dimitri. I should be right for Sunday. Well, there you go. You'll get in trouble if not. Yeah, during the school holidays, which have ended now, there were like two different people that were meant to be here. They had previously said that they'll come here, they'll do a stream, and they did not. Two people. Two. The fun part of chest and shoulder day yesterday was I washed my hair after, and hold my arms above my head was a struggle. Ooh. Proper bed, says the person keeping the piano on the bed on purpose. Yes, but that's because the piano is it is worth a lot more, and so it needs a nice place to rest. Me, not so much. I've been sleeping on lounges pretty much my whole life. I've been sleeping in lounges and in cars. So that's all fine. The piano is more important. But yeah. Also, the bed's just too big. But boo. Yep. Ah. But yes, for today we're not going to be here for too long. We'll do our daily Nikki stuff. We'll get some rolls in because I should have enough or be able to get enough for a 10 blue roll. And then also a 10 pink/purple roll. So 2 rolls today. And yeah. We should, if we're lucky, if we're lucky, finish off the that permanent, our fresh 5-star dress finally. Ugh. I don't know about Salem ever sleeping in a proper bed. The entire time I've known him, I have, and it was almost exactly a year ago that I was in a proper bed, and it was the best of times, and the breast of times, and has turned into still the best of times, but is connected to the absolute worst of times. I had to fly over to America to sleep in a proper bed. The distance I will go to sleep in a proper bed. I've never slept in a car. Did other things in it, but not sleeping. Well, I traveled around the country for 12 months. 12 months without sleeping would be problematic. So I was sleeping in the car. Driving in a car. Naughty, naughty. Well, I slept in the car. Someone else was driving. But yeah, that was before I moved here. So that was the family. We traveled around the whole country for 12 months. Which is why, and we've actually done that twice. The first time was only 3 months, and that was like several years before, and then that time, so over 20 years ago. Close to 30 years now, actually. Yeah, 12 months going around the whole country, except Tasmania, because that's a separate little island thing. So yeah. The distance you will go. Never mind. Yes. Yeah, exactly. The distance I will go to a musical with someone because not a lot of people like going to musicals apparently. So the distance I will go to go and see a musical, and the distance I will go to sleep in a bed. That distance is America for both of those things. Going up and down Australia, never to the west. It's quite dusty, especially through the Nullarbor. That's just boring, and so much red dirt. Think of red dirt as glitter, but it's the dirt version of glitter. Ugh. And if you add in water, then things just get sort of stained red, whereas with glitter, not so much. Ugh. But it's like glitter in that, like, months, years later, you're still finding red dirt everywhere. Yeah, we had a camper van, so one you wind up, then you pull the sides out, red dirt everywhere, red dust everywhere. Ugh. But yeah. 12 months ago, 1 year. My computer has not been nice because it's like, this is a thing from 12 months ago, from today, a year ago, and I'm like, I don't need to be saying that. And my phone's going to be doing it very soon as well, from when I actually was there. Furthest would probably be Tamworth or around that area to the west for me. That is not very far at all. That's like maybe 4 hours, 5 hours. So not that far. Yeah. Wow. Originally, we were trying to get Dimitri out to Lightning Ridge so we could noodle for some opals. But yeah, it's a bit trickier now with the cats and stuff like that. Which is why Inverell was then the next best, because that's not that far, but that's got diamonds and sapphires. But that's not opals. I like opals. I've done opals a lot more throughout my life, so yeah. I don't like the heat, but it's a dry heat. Very different. See, the heat around here is a humid heat, which is just horrible and drains you. Dry heats is so much easier to deal with, and that's what it is out there, is that there's like no humidity. It's just a dry heat, but it gets very cold at night. Very cold. But the best time to go out noodling for the opals is after a downpour, because the sort of top layer of the dirt and dust has all been sort of washed away, and everything's sort of wet and it sort of glimmers. Nope. Love just the cold. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you just like to complain. If you when you run away down to Tasmania, I'm pretty sure you could be like, it's so cold, it's too cold, I'm freezing. Wow. That's you. But yeah. Guess I better find out. Not until after Monday. But the cold's better because it's always easier to just add more layers, on blankets, clothes, stuff like that. But with the heat, you got to put on an air conditioner or something. Like you can't, you can only take off so many layers, and then you're it's just skin. So yeah, I like to complain, but not to vent. But for comedic effect, what is the coldest Australia even gets? Well, I mean, we have snow, so it's got to get below zero for a certain point for certain times. So below 13. Because see, for things to freeze, it scientifically, officially is 0 degrees, but that's with like perfect fine water with nothing in it. I believe the average hits around -13 for when water will actually, legitimately real life situations freeze because of like dust and dirt and everything in it changes what the actual freezing point ends up being. But yeah, we definitely get into the negatives. For where we are here, I think the average is like -3 for like one day in a 12-month period, something like that. You go inland to where it snows on average 1 day a year and it gets lower. That's about 4 to 5 hours inland. But yeah, I don't really like venting. To me, it feels like validating the source of annoyance further. I think -4 or -5 where I live at the moment. Armidale was colder, yeah, because that's further in on the tablelands, yeah. And it snows there. It snows in Armidale. We've had our share of -30 Celsius days. Ooh, that's cold. That's cold. But yeah, where is it? Parish of Blue, where they do the actual. You do your skiing and stuff like that. Yeah, it gets quite cold. Quite cold. I'm originally from Newcastle, which is souther, so it would get a bit colder there than here, but it's also very coastal, so very, the high humid ratings. Yeah. But yeah, we're traveling around Western Australia, just very, very hot. Very hot. And then Northern Territory. Oh, Northern Territory was very painful in a lot of places. And you can't just run into the water to cool off because of the crocodilios will get you. Yep. First time I went outside in my boxers and did an angel again. Never again. Nope. Yeah, I did that when I went to America the first time. It was snowing, so I went outside and laid down. I'm like, yep, nope. Now I'm wet and I'm cold. Ugh. I live in the south, but Lapland doesn't really get much colder than -30. It just goes down there more often. So 26 freedom units. The coldest it saw in New Hampshire when I lived there was -18, -2 freedom units. But we also got lots of snow. That was a dare in Armidale while it snowed. But now I live in Cali and it's the same temp every day, basically. And that's where you got the people always down by the beach, the California summer games, people on their bikes and their you got your dogs on your skateboards, and you got your people wearing the bikinis and they got their surfboards and all that sort of stuff. And in Belgium, we get all the seasons every month. Ooh, and a whole lot of chocolate. Lapland mentioned more Finns. Oh, we got more Moomin people, more half Moomin people, semi Moomins. We got some semi Moomins. So there's a difference, right, with America and Australia degrees. What? What's that even supposed to mean? You mean between Celsius and Fahrenheit? There is a difference, yeah. I can convert imperial measurements to meters and have a rough estimate on pounds to grams, but Fahrenheit, I just plain don't get it. Oh, speaking of swimwear, apparently cherry red looks good on me. I don't know what cherry red color is. I'm imagining it's like not a deep red, more of a vibrant red. like, because when you think of a cherry, I suppose you might think of a certain type of like brighter red, but I actually think of like a darker red for cherries, mostly from what is it? What's the cake? Forest cake, the something forest cake. Deep forest, dark forest cake, dark forest cake. With the cherries on that, they're a bit more of a darker red. So when I think of a cherry red, I'm thinking of that, as in thinking of cherries and they're red. But I think maybe cherry red might actually be more of a brighter red, maybe. Yeah. Do it up. We are the only country that uses Fahrenheit, which is why I call it freedom units. You do know Sweden and Norway have Laplands as well? Well, Sweden has the Moomins as well. 2 Laplands, 2 countries, both part of Moomin land. Moominville. Moomins. Yeah. Burgundy? Ah, yes, darker the one color. Ooh, very good. Yes, no, that's nice. I like the darker one. Ooh, very good, very good. Wonderful. And it looks good on you. Fantastic. Darker, I think, as well. Black Forest? Yes, yeah, the Black Forest cake. Also, isn't Wigglestick the one who participated in the stabbing joke with me? What? I can usually guess Celsius to freedom units just because I remember certain numbers being that number previously. Like there's certain ones where it's like at this, you just flip the numbers over when you go between them. And then at this is when you're at 0. At this is when you're at that. Like there's a certain key things. My former partner, that's how she started to figure it out and learn Celsius, was because of those certain, key ones that had these numbers, and then just sort of filled in the blanks between. Schwarzwald, did that get mentioned? I don't think so. And then we're smiling, and we got a little knife. Like, I know 0 degrees Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit, and that 21 degrees Celsius is 70 from the top of my head, so I can usually guess from there. I would never remember that, Colourfully Willy. We were speaking Chinese at the time, so Salem didn't catch on, but I assure you, we did make a joke about stabbing. Huh. Well, there you go. I know that Martini can speak Chinese. I cannot speak Chinese. I haven't had any Chinese people here. I've had Japanese, Korean, and Taiwanese. But not Chinese or Thai. Oh, actually, at one of the dinner parties that that some of the berry pickers threw, there was also a fellow from Norway as well once, who was actually the partner of one of them. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to be doing Nikki today. Again, not for too long, just for a bit to get the stuff done and whatnot. And so then that's done in case I don't get back here until Sunday. I'll get back here before then, hopefully, maybe. But yeah. Does Klingon count if I learn that to speak? If you already could speak it, yes, but you don't. And so we're going to say no. Even if you learnt it going forwards. Nope. You had to have already known it right now. I usually get told I look good in red. Maybe one day I'll get my colors done and they will tell me I look bad in all my favorite colors. So, because yeah, it can have to do with like skin complexion, right? Because you've got, people that tend to be a bit more olive skinned, which can pair well with, certain colors and stuff like that. And then also it comes into it with, your hair color and everything. And then also makeup that's worn, because that can, depending on, change with the foundation that's used, which obviously is meant to sort of complement and match your skin tone. But some people don't do that. And also, I suppose, again, it then depends on what you're wearing. And, yeah. But good luck Good luck. I hope that you can still be your watermelon. It would to me, Dimitri. Otherwise, it's just English, Australian. Okay. And not that well. I'm sold. Ooh, I hope you sold for a good price. Kindness and friendship is an important language as well, Dimitri. What can be tricky though is the understanding though, because someone could be meaning to be kind and friendly, but it could be lost in translation, even if just by different what is it? Not so much dialect, but even if we're all speaking English, different places, different words mean different things and stuff, right? Like you go down to South Australia, they call what's it called? Scallops. They called scallops potato cakes, and that's just weird and wrong. Weird and wrong. Nowhere else does it in Australia, just South Australia. Crazy. But yeah. Viking, guess I'll put the headset on and learn Klingon. I honestly don't think I would care about the colors so much. Like, if I knew, maybe I would buy more of those colors, but still wear what I want. Yes. In the end, the biggest thing is confidence. Is that if you feel good in the colors and you like the colors, and so if you like the colors, then you're probably more likely to feel good in the colors. And you do it with that vibrato, then you can tend to pull off pretty much anything. A lot of it, I shouldn't say that it just comes down to, but a lot of it does come down to that word that I just said that I can't think of now. Not compassion. Yeah, whatever I said. You can't really translate Finnish to kindness. You kind of lose a lot of the meaning of the sentences. And I mean, there's a lot of European languages as well which have words that there just aren't really translations. And one of the big ones is obviously German. German has a lot of phrases and words and stuff like that that just have no actual proper sort of translation, which is why we have to use the German words in English for them. Schadenfreude is one of them, for example. But yeah, they got a couple of words that are like that. Yes. The one that would really get me is if they told me my skin is better for gold than silver. Because I have so much silver jewelry. I probably have about the same amount of silver as I do gold. Oh no, probably actually, or maybe a little bit more. Maybe just ever so slightly more with the silver. Only just though. But I tried to. The problem is that because my earring is gold, you want to try and match. So things should be gold, but the thing is that I'm not going to be swapping that out to something that's silver, because I think I've only got like one, or like one silver earring. So I can't be bothered doing that to make everything match. Yeah, doesn't really matter about my other piercing because people can't really see it. But yeah. I don't know what kindness is, Viking, that I prefer to wear. And thank you very much for the hydrate. Very much appreciated. True. Just takes time to properly communicate and learn and ask about it. Yes, communication is very important. Even with people of, different languages. And so speaking of Germans, this is one thing that I do have. I'm fine with people who, if English is not their native tongue. My problem is when, in professional senses, they say that they are very good at English, and they clearly are not. in professional situations, and I've told the story about the whole thing where I had that issue with that professor or whatever it was from a flippin' German university, and he's like, I don't understand how you could see that from that sentence, and I'm like, well, I clearly can, and I'm the native English speaker, you're not. And the rules for this thing were that they could not be seen, like what's done needs to not be seen in any other possible way. I could see it in another way, so clearly you're wrong here. Now give me my money. They didn't want to give me my money, but they took back that I was going to get penalized for it, but for not paying attention. And I showed that I paid attention by telling them the part that they claimed I messed up on. And so that, well, clearly you paid attention, but you got it wrong. We don't understand how you got it wrong. Anyway, the platform made them pay me because I did the work. So, but yeah, anyway, but that's in professional situations, where it's obviously there's money and monetary situations involved. So, but when it's not professional situations, then it doesn't really matter that much if someone makes out or thinks that they're a very good English speaker and they're not. It just makes things a little difficult, that's all. A little awkward sometimes. But humor's one thing that can very much get lost along the way. But then that can also very much that's even difference, like a big difference between like Australian humor, British humor, and American humor. And that's been one of the things with these movies and stuff that I've been picking for us to be watching with the Discord watch parties and stuff, is I'm like, I don't think a lot of Americans are going to pick up on the humor. Europeans, I do think will pick up on the humor a bit more, but still not 100%. So that's just been something that's just been interesting. But that's one of the things with the watch parties that I'm like, I want the voices to be on so I can hear if they're laughing, because I'm there and I'm laughing and I'm like, this is funny stuff. But are they laughing? Is anyone else laughing? Is anyone else actually understanding what they're like, what's happening, what's actually going on here? And when there's no voice, you don't know that. But anyway, we'll try, and then we're pattern stitch. For example, the typical Finnish greeting, Aion liode sinua banjola pehen koska kollaroit autolassi minon piha aitani doesn't have a good English translation. Schadenfreude, yes, the friend that helps you up, the bestie laughing there behind off. Sort of. Yeah. Sort of. Schadenfreude is pleasure from other people's pain. So, like, a common thing is, like, with slapstick comedies and stuff like that, you see someone, generally tends to be a male or something, their skateboard breaks or whatever, and then their legs go between the bar and bang straight in the middle to their testicles. And people can be like, ha, that's great fun, that's amazing, fantastic, and they get humor and enjoyment out of that, while someone's like, ooh, that's really painful, because that is really painful. But a lot of people get enjoyment out of seeing things like that. That's closer to what actual Schadenfreude is, yeah. All right, everyone. I'm off to bed. 4 a.m. night, all night. Me. Talk later. Already. No worries. Have a good sleep. Thank you very much for stopping by. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now. Another hydro. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Have good eep. Good night. Sleep well, Dimitri. Cheshire Cat is available today. Ooh, fantastic. Wonderful. And I hope that you're going well and wonderful today, Zatanna. I still haven't gotten in there since the update. I've been too busy with everything to do with Infinity Nikki, but I'll get back there. I'll get back there eventually. There's been so much stuff on with all of the fancy things we've had to do, and yeah. Whew. Doop hi Zetana, night colorfully woolly, night Viking. I'm pretty sure I understood some of the jokes. Before I go, do howzos so I can laugh while everyone complains that how Australian comedy is bad. No, we're not doing howzos. I'll be cancelled. No howzos, no pizza, none of that. The worst we're going to be doing is whatchamacall one. And that's not even that bad. But again, there'll be complaints, I know. But anyone literally talking through the movie gets a whack from me. Hate that so much. To be fair, I don't laugh at most comedy. Or at least I can't think of a movie I laughed hysterically out loud. Ooh, that one. Whoops. Well, learn something. It's sort of a little similar to what you were saying, but it is a bit different, yeah. The main thing I thought about the movie I saw was that it had that quirky sort of awkwardness that I kind of expected, because they are regular people, so it makes sense they are presented as awkward, which I think that's why I mentioned Wes Anderson, because it had similar awkward, charming framing. Yeah, you missed the awkwardness of the ABBA one. Because that whole thing's just a movie about awkward people. Oh, hey, what kind of car does a guy need to drive to get my attention? Ice cream car or food truck? Amanda and Sebastian Reich. Uh-huh. I think watching a movie with friends is pointless if you can't discuss it. But after, not during. I think it can very much depend on how much talking and how relevant it sort of is. Like if it's about the movie, and as long as it's not constantly like asking, like, why did they do that? I mean, I'm watching the same movie as you. I don't know why they just did that. Or things like that. You know? Asking questions that clearly no one knows the answer to unless they've seen it. That's annoying. I don't like that. Because I'm like, again, I just saw the exact same thing you just saw. I can't answer. Are you asking me? You shouldn't be asking me, because I don't know. I know as much as you. I've seen as much as you. If you're asking the movie, you're not going to get an answer. I mean, eventually, as it progresses, sure, perhaps, but yeah. Yeah, that bothers me. But if it's things like, one thing that I actually enjoyed doing, which was interesting, that my former partner, they actually used to do the same thing, which is that when you're watching something and you see an actor from something else, and you're like, that's the person from what's it called? Or what is it that they're from? We've seen them from something. I like that. I like doing that. Yeah. Anybody, I don't mind some talking in between about the movie. Yeah, if it's got to be relevant. It's got to be relevant. If someone like pulls out their phone and then starts talking about things, that have got nothing to do with what the movie's about or going on or anything, like, what are you talking about? Why are you talking? You can do that anytime. Or spoilers. Depends if I've already watched the movie and they have. Otherwise, be quiet so I can watch and listen to the movie. And we saw some things. Let me tell ya. Ah, gotcha. Let me tell ya. I like making jokes, and so do my friends. It tends to trivialize a lot of the films, but I enjoy it way more than just sitting there quiet. Oh, yeah, James and I do that, where we go, oh, yeah, they were in blah, blah. Yeah. See, I like that. That's fun. When James and I watched the first Dune, because we watched it at home, we did pause a couple of times for him to explain the lore, because he reads the books. And I was like, I don't know what has happened. That's why, in the chat with the movies that we've gone through, I'd say some things in there either about the movie or about some of the actors and stuff, because some of the actors you're going to be seeing in other movies as well. And there's one which is, and I found out, and I was talking to Dimitri about the other day. He was in that first movie. He's in one of the other movies for if we do any other ones in the future. And just the roles he always plays is very sort of, tough guy slash mobster type of thing. But the guy's he's literally an actor. Yeah, well, obviously, but he's also literally a magistrate. He's a lawyer, full professional type person and everything, but constantly plays in movies and TV shows as a not high educated sort of mobster type of person, which is just hilarious because of the massive juxtaposition between all of that. Admittedly, I did intentionally ruin a horror movie for my friends once. I think the best talking over movies is when you and everyone else has already seen the movie. A lot of people sort of will do that with when they do because they're crazy fanatics and they do yearly watches of Harry Potter's or Lord of the Rings or any series like that, and so they never actually are watching the movie really to watch the movie. They're just watching the movie so they can talk about the movie while it's on. But that's a common thing with those sorts of movies and stuff. Yeah. I turned off the subtitles. They didn't speak English. Then I muted it and just started dubbing it intentionally in a stupid way. My friends did find it funny, but rest assured, we didn't finish it. Horror movies scare me. Other than vamps, werewolves, and aliens, zombies freak me out, and so do children being scary. When my friends, weren't you going to sleep? When my friends had me watch Lord of the Rings for the first time, I gave all the characters different names, which I guess my yearly watchers enjoyed. Well, they do have tricky names, right? I mean, we did that when I was reading the Silmarillion, and I'm going through the bloodlines and the names of it and everything. Ugh. Yeesh. That short-bearded guy, right, Colourful Willy, in Lord of the Rings. I'm in bed. No, I gave them all food names. We were watching The Platform, which is a psychological piece. I've seen it in a non-comedic context, and it's brilliant, but I always associate it with that time I ruined it for them. Besides Samwise Gamgee, because Samwise is easy to remember. I'm trying to think of all the other names, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that is the one that's actually the most normal name out of pretty much all of them. Even the full version, Samwise, is actually a more common name than a lot of those other ones. Yeah, Gimli was garlic. Oh, okay, I can see that one. Aragon was asparagus and garlic. All right, you going to sleep now? Make sure you're laying properly. You got your pillow done properly and everything, and you're laying properly and not all weird body twisted like a pretzel. About to say donut, but that's not really twisted so much. Saruman was salmon. Alrighty. I'm picking up a theme here of how you were doing it. What about the Hibbits? Hobbits. All right, that makes more sense. With the other Lego games, the Lord of the Rings one is only on the PlayStation 3, unfortunately. But the Hobbit is on the PlayStation 4. So that's nice. I'm under 7 blankets, so I'm good now. The Platform is a Spanish film about an otherworldly concrete prison where all food is delivered by a platform. People on the top floor get the most, and people on the bottom get nothing. Frodo was Frito. something critique of capitalism. Well, I mean, what was it? Snowpiercer was like a sort of a similar type of thing, right? Those at the front are all the high rich class, they get all the good stuff. Those at the back, lower class, and between the classes, go up. Yeah, I haven't seen the show. I've been wanting to watch the show, but I have seen that movie that what's his name did. I quite like that with Oldman, Gary Oldman in it, I think it was. Yeah, that was good. I like that one. Thing and whatnot. But yes, alrighty. Let me move things around and get what's called sorted for Nikki. She's waiting. She's waiting for us. Momo's getting angry. We don't need an angry Momo. Good movie and TV show. I need to start getting ready anyways. Whoop. And off she goes. Phone's going off. I'm getting distracted. Alright, wonderful. Let me change this around. There we go. She's just frequently been fallen through space for like an hour and 20 minutes. Actually longer because I started before then, but so an hour and a half. Alright, daily stuff. So we've got to get... Ooh, I got a like on a snapshot. We go get our plants and our bugs. One plant, one bug. Two plant, two bug. Got him. What I did was, when we were 20 minutes in, I muted the audio and started dubbing it myself. I mostly just repeated one word until we all stopped finding it funny and we decided to get pizza instead. Ah. So like you said, capitalism won in the end. I'll see if I need anything specific from this thing. Still the best experience of watching a movie with friends I've had. Oh, very good. Wonderful. Different. Definitely different, but memorable and enjoyable, which is good. Alright, so they're all done. Wonderful. And I can do this however I want. Wrong one. Over here. 42? 37. 37? Yep. Wrong button. Fish. Have you played God of War? What is this game? So this is Infinity Nikki. Whoops. Fish. All Fit 6, which is one of those gacha games, but instead of you gathering different characters, it's clothing. But I have played God of War, not the newer ones, with Teal'c, but I have done the original 2. Yes. Uh-oh. One more. Ow. Gotcha. Whew. Almost died. I picked up the habit whenever we would do movie day in elementary school. My best friend and I didn't tend to like the movies that were chosen, so we would just make fun of them. With some bubbles. After that, the habit stuck. Sometimes, even with movies I liked. Ah. Sure. I had so much thread for some reason. Alright. Now we gotta go to the Fantasyland and get those dailies done. Ah, and I finally have put in the pictures, all of the pictures in the Discord from the challenges as well. That's all been done finally. Awesome. Yes, yes. Finally got them all in. Although, there's also the fact that I just don't really care for a lot of visual media. Over that, other than the best of the best stuff, with some pieces making fun, makes it more enjoyable to me. Ah. Well, yeah, there's like, there's certain movies that, they've got like weird ways in which you watch them. There's a movie, I haven't seen it, I think it's called The Room? Or something like that, and apparently it's like an absolutely terrible movie. The bird just sleeping on its side on the ground? Yeah, apparently it's a very, very horrible, terrible movie, but people like watching it because of how terrible it is, but they do things while they watch it. Like, apparently there's a lot of scenes where it's out of focus, and so when that happens you're meant to like yell out focus or something. There's meant to be something to do with like straws or plastic spoons or something. A whole bunch of things like that. Duckentine's told me about it. He's gone to a screening of it where they've done that sort of stuff, and I'm like, I just don't understand. Like, why would you pay to go and see a movie that you know is terrible, and you're not even actually watching the movie properly. Like, if you've seen the movie, that's different, but he hadn't seen the movie before, him doing it the first time. And I'm like, if I was ever to see the movie, I would want to watch the movie normally first and not see it in this weird way where you're not properly paying attention to the movie and everyone's making noises and stuff. I don't understand it. But yeah, like, the movie's terrible. So I'm like, if I know a movie is meant to be, like, actually very bad, like everyone says it's bad, I'm not really, I don't have much of an interest in you know, spending the time to actually watch it. Wait, did I already do 3? No, okay, so that's my 3rd now. Nice. Dream. Ooh. Alrighty. Alright, how do we do this? Alright, well, I'll change this one now, unfortunately. Alrighty. Dream. The room is the definition of so bad it's good. Haven't heard of what you're talking about, but while a bad film, it comes across as a parody, which makes it funny. But it's not a parody though, right? It's just a genuinely bad film. Hey, too late. Dream. We'll go with that for the moment. It's intended to be serious, but it feels like a parody because of its writing. It's hard to explain without just showing or describing the exact scenes. Ah. Thank you very much for the hydrate as well. Ooh. I mean, it's not for this, but it's still very nice. But that one with the star and everything like that looks very dreamlike. That was the one that was in the top of my head as well. That one sort of works. Also kind of looks a bit like a cicada. If we're going to dress, I think that would be the one. Let's have a look at 2 pieces though. That one's literally called Dreamland, but it's not very dreamy to me. I think that dress might be the one. Oh, excuse me. I don't really have any tops that I think are dreamlike. My eyelashes are getting in my eyes again. It just sort of makes her a little too bulky, I think. And that dress, just how it's sort of the silhouette of it just sort of already has a lot of bulk to it. Hmm. Excuse me. Plot tends to rush a lot. Characters make decisions that make no sense. They also seemingly change their mind on a whim. There's a bunch of side plots that go nowhere. A concrete example, main character and his wife have a love scene where everything seems perfect. In the next scene, the wife says to her mother, "I just don't love him anymore." This sudden change of heart had no implication, foreshadowing. It's almost like, okay, so the first scene makes the second more tragic because you see the relationship at its best. Uh-huh. I don't mind that one. It's a little too stripy, that one. That was not too bad either. Also, dialogue feels very inhuman on top of the underacting. I think maybe that one? Because it's not too sort of vibrant white. And it's got like little X's / star things on it. But at the same time, it might be a little too much. A little too busy. Yeah. That was not too bad either, but I would prefer one with a little less opaque. Maybe we'll go just that one. Yeah. Changes just a little bit. Yeah. Dream. Hmm. I'm back. Hiyo, Busty. Welcome back. Welcome back, Kuro. I'm training a person today, so can't be very active. That's alright. I hope it's going well, and you're teaching them good. It's also very on the nose. For context, the wife cheats on the main character with his best friend. Ah, how goes the Nikki? We only just came in. We finished the dailies. I'm sort of partway through the Starfield dailies, but we've got a challenge for Dream. I feel like I'm more just sort of going. You know, someone going to bed and maybe they'll dream. Or they've gone to bed and they're in their dream, but they're in their dream with what they're currently wearing while asleep in bed. All over the course of the film, the main character is like, "You're my best friend. You would never backstab me. You're such a great person. You would never do me wrong." Just to, I guess, hammer it in that the main character is in a rather tragic predicament. If you have that whole outfit, it summons a pillow, and Nikki naps. What? I'm gonna have to look at that after. I think we'll go with that. It has a whimsicality ability, I think. Right, things in the hair. Things in the hair for sleeping. It kind of has dream vibes, right? I don't mind that. Ooh. Ooh. How many pieces of the 5-star do you have? No idea. But that goes pretty well. I think that's probably actually part of what the dress is, yeah. I just finished the mermaid yesterday. I have 5 more pieces for the bird one. Ooh. Very exciting. Just getting ready for sleep / going on night shift for Sandman / just dream hopping, doing stuff in dreams, sleepwalking too. Don't forget, you can dye things now. Yes, but blue matches very well with dreams, I think, because blue and white clouds are white in the sky, which is blue. Darker blue is like nighttime. That's why her hair's white. And I did look at some of the blues. I think I like the little fish because they're blue, but yeah. Hi everyone, hope you all are having a good day. Good evening, Max. I hope that you're well and wonderful today. Oh, do I want the little flowers or do I want a little fish? Fish makes sense because dreams, fish swimming in the sky and stuff like that with clouds. So I think we'll go the fish. I don't think we'll go any necklaces. What hour is it for you? It is almost 4:45 a.m. Almost, so it's just a bit past 4:40 a.m. at the moment. And I'm quite tired, but I mean, we'll get through all our stuff. No wrist. I think that might actually be a part of the thing, but the problem is that's just too sort of fluffy around the neck. No choker. Oh, hope you're gonna get some good rest later, or I don't know. I got very little and not great rest yesterday, so it'd be nice if it did. But thank you very much. No gloves. I just really like those glasses. We used it with the last one though. The wing one is almost like a sleep mask. The wing one. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. I could sort of see that, sort of. It's a little too erotic, though. Oh, yeah, no, we don't want it. Oh, we can change the colors of that. Right, yeah. How do we do this? No. No. Fish. Probably a bluey one. Ah. So, too many of that. That's okay. That's a little better. I need to unlock these. I don't know how to unlock colors, though. Ooh. Yeah, okay, we'll go that one. So like a sleeping comfort teddy bear thing. Alright, sleeping makeup. Now, you're not meant to wear makeup when you sleep. I do, because I like how it ends up looking when I wake up after sleeping. But you're not meant to. It's not good for your skin. I don't mind that one. I don't mind that one. We'll go with it. We use blue eyes with so many outfits, though. I think we'll go a lighter one. Still bluish, though. I think the lips might be a little too dark, unfortunately. Oh, that's even darker, though. It's a different kind of... I'll go buy the one. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's it then. That's our dream girl. I mean, not a dream girl, but there's our girl dream. Yeah. Shouldn't be walking around in the slippers though like that. Such a cute outfit. Love it. Yeah. Does this game have an objective? Yeah. There is, actual story. We're just not doing it right now. Ah, fish, you can't do what's good here, can you? My trainee is gone. Computer freedom. Woo! Ah, very good. Congratulations. Alright, so I have to leave here. Well, that would have been so good. How do we do it? Alright, well, I'll quickly run around and finish here, and then we'll leave, and then we'll, whatever. Alright. Ah, okay, I can over here by that. Oh. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, didn't you want to see the ability? I will, but I've got to do this thing first, because it's the challenge. Oh my god, get those other ones as well, don't I? Oh, ball for shooting stars. Oh, what the flip? Got hit by a shooting star. Hold on. Ah, gotcha. For your day. Yeah, but why did it tell me to do it over there? I already did it before. I did it when I was here. That's why there's only 2 for me to get, because I already got one. It hit me with one too. Or hit me with something. Ugh. I tried that co-op with Colorful the other day. Finally. Ooh. And how did you go? Did you have fun? Run around for a bit and found stuff. Fantastic. Very good. Hello, good morning, afternoon, or evening, Shao. I hope that you're well and wonderful today. Grilled fish. And then tried with Freezard last night. Ah. Playing with older people. Fish eggs. Nope. Gotcha. Bloop. Right now, how many things are left with this? Oh, we should be done. Nice. Where are we? The top stuff. We got enough for our elegant dance duet. Duet dance. Wonderful. Now we're working towards our teddy bear. Plenty of time. We'll get it all. Roger. Hi, Kuro. Hi, Cauliflower. Hi, Max. Hi, Shao. And he got the full bird outfit. I'm waiting for the air fryer to heat up. Ooh, Cauliflower getting ready for takeoff. So we got to see the dance cutscene. Ooh, oh, I was finally a little bit of Nikki last night. Is the Stitch and Swish story is in-game time thing or real life time thing? Because I swear I did it at the right time. Real life time. Oh, okay. Mystery solved. But also weird, it doesn't say that anywhere. Yeah, I know. A lot of people have been confused with it. I thought it was in-game time. Ah. Daily between 8 to 10 p.m. EST. Soiree time for anyone on the West Coast is 7 to 9 p.m. Oh, so it's not even in your own time zone. Get blue one in the next level up. We get wow. Oh, well, yeah, we're gonna have enough diamonds, well, to buy the crystals, so we're good for the 10 for that. Ah, fish. Why are you still the flippin'... Ugh. Oh. That's another gift from this one. Oh, ho, ho. Nice. Consume 10 prisms of 4-star or higher quality for dying. What does that mean? Prisms for dying. Can I just like... Ah, I consume things here and it gives it to me. Ah. I see. Ah. I wonder what it is for me. America, UTC. Hold on. Oh, wait. According to Reddit. Okay, then I guess that makes sense then, because I think I tried around 9:30 to 10 p.m. But if it's actually 7 to 9. America, UTC -7 is what the time is based on, because he's on the American server. Probably like 10 a.m. for him. Is it only one Nikki clothing redeemed per stream? I think it's 2, but it has a 2-hour cooldown, which I don't know why it doesn't show the time anymore. 5 past 3 a.m. for me. Yep. Okay, so math. So noon for him. I don't know. Oh, very bright. But do I have to do this, like, for every single thing? Or does it just permanently unlock that color? I think I'm pretty sure I remember Kuro saying that you gotta do it for every single piece, unlock these things. What? So I should probably do it with the hair. With hair color, I think, yeah. Alright, still sticks. Collect all the outfit parts to unlock the color palette. Ah, see. It's per piece. It sucks. It's per outfit. Yes. Yep. It's per piece for dye palettes, and evolutions count as different pieces too. I think my biggest complaints for this update are if they actually did mess with the story and the dyeing per piece. When the currency to dye is harder to obtain. When the bouquet thing was about collecting materials to dye. Hmm. Oh, it's the whole thing, not just the individual color. Oh, okay. Well, that's not as bad then. Still not fantastic, but I thought you had to do a individual one. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, kinda sucks. It's on its own currency, but it will be what it will be, but be. No, it's the whole palette for that piece. Yeah, I guess that at least you get the whole palette. But the way it works is interesting. Wow. Okay. Still 6. Oh, wait, hold up. I don't know where they are. I'm too tired to try and find them. But there's the fighting. Where's the fighting ones? Not here. Where do we go to fight? Over here? Yeah, here. Alright. Ish. Go find this lady and do the fighting. Alright, down there. That's all good. Straight in front of me. Ooh. Ooh. Wonderful. Right in front of me. It's like a color overlay, so if you have the same piece but multiple evolutions of it, the colors look different based on the base color, because it's overlaying. Oh. Go down here, yeah? Yep. Alright, let's fight. Pyro, good. Afternoon, Cranky. I hope that you're well and wonderful today. Alright, challenge 3. Level 11, erotic. How'd I miss you were on for 2 hours? I don't know. Maybe because I wasn't tired enough. I had to wait until I was very tired. Hi Akira, hi Cranky, how have you been? Hi Viking, gosh, I've been anxious today, that is not good. I hope that can change for you. But my last class is in 20 minutes, so break soon. Ooh, fantastic, wonderful. This morning, I barely made it. Ah, but you'd made it. Fish. Only great? That's terrible. Oh, I got a map. Treasure chest. Girl opens the treasure chest. Inside, the shimmering gems glow with serene light. Rings of sweet floating hand candies wrapped in sugar paper. But yes. But the important thing is that you made it. So well done on making it. 2 hours? I haven't even been alive that long. Fresh, slippery, new BB blank. Yes. But that is all max level. Wow. I don't want to spend stuff on this because it's like... Oh. I don't even have enough to get it to max level. So I'll blow up the other one. Hope it good enough. Okay, here we go. What? 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 Okay, announce. Okay. And why did it change color? I'm confused. What? I've glowed things up before and I haven't gotten a whole new color. What? Why is it gotta do this when I'm tired? That's nice. It has a bit of a vintage vibe. I quite like it. What was that one even actually? It said it was erotic, but what else is it? Cranky, I've been very anxious today too. It's been hard, but we can do it. Get some rest and some good food when you can. Yes, we can. Thank you very much. I definitely will. Glow up. When you fully glow up a new an outfit now, you get an extra recolor. Oh, okay. Ah, retro. Gotcha. Well, let's just do it again and see if we've got enough now to get perfect. Now that we're... Why did it change to that one, though? Like, the color of that. It could have just stayed the same color, right? Erotic and retro. And you get a diamond for rolling when you fully glow up. Wow. Alright, let's go through the actual things. Use all my flipping things. Ugh. Hmm. But how do you make your own patterns, though? I just know that there's only like 2 pieces of clothing or something like that that you can put patterns on currently. Something like that, I think Kuro had said. Oh, that's already max level. Fish. I can glow it up though. How far can we get? To level 9. Wow, alright. That is retro though. Let's see if I've done that right and it helps us. For now, we can use patterns only on 2 pieces of clothing. Yeah, exactly. And I couldn't continue with the new quests because half of the NPCs were missing. Thank you kindly. Oh, that's not good. Maybe they were just resting, having a nap. Living in there, sleeping in their little pumpkin house. Okay, those things aren't replaced. I don't remember what the other things were. Definitely moving closer, but it's still pretty. Well, let's just do the next one. Fresh and erotic. Mm. Like, just less than what the last one was. Ugh. Alright, never mind. Where's that thing? Because I'm getting way too tired. We're gonna have to... the singing. Alright, have we got enough for all of our roll stuff now? Let's find out. We got 6 of them, so we only need to buy 4 of them, which is good. And we do, we have our 10 of that. Fantastic. And by, I mean, it's that one that we rolled, though, but yeah. Alright, fantastic. Let us buy our 4. I mean, we do have enough to get another 10 as well. We haven't been here for a couple days, so we'll do it. 30 rolls in total. Alright. We're going to start with our warm-up. Start with the warm-up for the permanent. It's not enough for us to do a deep echo after it, but if we're lucky, I think we're only missing 1 piece of that, the green fresh outfit, I think. So hopefully we can get it and we can get that one finished off. Hopefully. Alright. Warm up. Warm up time. Fantastic. That's what we wanted. Gentle Ripples. I think that's the Growlgora outfit, isn't it? Yep, nice. 1 more piece and we've got the Growlgora outfit. Nice. But we've also finished off our fresh one. Unless I've misremembered counting and we needed more than just 1, but... Yep, no, there we go. Bang. Nice. Oh, good. Meowsant. Womp womp. Woo, looks like someone's got a bone to pick with our alphas behind. Don't get too excited, Viking. That juicy rump is mine to howl at. Maybe I'll let you sniff it. You're a good pup. Woof woof. I mean, that's what dogs do, but yeah. Yay! Yep. Nice. Fantastic. But now, how do I... Alright. Now I'll do... Which one's what with the what? But like, what is it though? Alright, we'll go that one. and then we'll go pink. Did you call me a dog? Did I hear that right? No, 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 because Meowth's a werewolf, so she refers to everybody as being a dog, which is why she said that. So if anything, she did, not me. I'm just saying that that's what dogs do. That's why she said that. Alright, now we've got 20 of this one. Yeah. We've finished off the sleepy one, but we still have more to go for the what's it called. We will get a deep echo. We're 20 away from that, so that's good. And because it's 20, it guarantees that we will get a piece as well. We will get at least one piece, but what we want is two 5-star pieces from our 20 rolls, please. Alright. Starting off with the 5-star, very good. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Alright, now, for our final 10 roll, we would like another 5-star piece, please. Unfortunate. And that's it. That was not a great roll. Ooh. Get a little frame though. And then the next one is Momo outfit. Another 20 rolls. Oof. There we go. But before we run away, we did want to quickly check that sleeping one that Kuro was talking about. We'll do it on this one. Oh, wait, no. Because it's the what's it called thing, right? Fish. Wait. Yeah. Is it? I didn't mean to change to that, but... Alright. What's that noise all about? Anyway, let's see if we can sleep. The hair color changes. Well, there's a pillow. Ah, she just hugs the pillow. Now she's got little sleeping bubbles. She's sleeping while standing. Huh. That's kind of cool, I guess. Sort of. But yeah, alright, fantastic. That's it for today. 5:30 a.m. Can you sleep while sitting on something? Oh. There's a bench. I don't think so, but let me... No. Unfortunately. Oh. Sad, yes. What stream are you watching? Max, Salem is sleeping upright, right there. Check compendium and mail. There was no red thing. Some of the alerts have been bugged. Oh, wow. You tell me now? Wow. Oh. I told you before, psh, you never said it was bugged. You never said it was bugged. I'm probably sleeping too, so it's hard to tell. Alright. Compendium. Do papa doodle doo. Told you before, look up in chat. I said glitched. Have good sleep, Max. And mail too. And PayPal. Wait, what? Which one? Which PayPal? Wait, what? What PayPal? What? Wow, there's two things. Alright, well, do my thingies, and then compensation. We discovered that due to time zone differences on some servers, a refresh time for the Star Bell summon feature was abnormal. As a result, some servers received more ethereal stars and starlight crystals than intended. It was fixed on May 3rd, and we may have completed the removal of any excess. We have this. So many things do I have now? Yeah, no, but that's not enough to get another 10. Ah, oh well. Dig PayPal. Oh, no. Yeah, I did that. I do that at the start. So that one's fine. I do that at the start of everything anyway as part of my daily stuff. I did notice that that hadn't been coming up though, that one. But, yeah, I didn't have them. Thank you very much. Ooh, nice. Okay, just making sure. Yeah, that's the reason it hasn't been notified. Ah, there we go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, wait, no, we gotta actually turn you off, don't we? There we go. Whew. I had noticed it too. Yeah, I just hadn't checked individually the whatchamacall thing. Yeah. Sleep time? Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna get roughly about 3 hours sleep if I can. If I get to sleep straight away, I have the ability. I have the allowance of roughly 3 hours before I've got to do stuff. But yeah, so there we go. We did we did the daily stuff, and we did some stuff of the Serenity Island, the battle with the lady, old granny, whatever her name was. 2 battles, but we didn't get perfect on either of them, unfortunately. But when will I be back, and what will I be doing? Well, it is Thursday for me right now, Thursday morning. It is possible I'll be back tonight. Otherwise, back very early tomorrow. But I will be back on Sunday for the Lego Harry Potter collection game, which is 2 games. It is the Lego Harry Potters years 1 to 4 and then 5 to 8 or whatever. 2 games in the one collection. That will be over a 24-hour stream. Dimitri will be here with us. The wheel will be slightly different. It'll be changed. It'll be a harder wheel, so the wheel will be more expensive. So it won't be like last time, which was every sub got a wheel spin, or 100 bits, I think, each wheel was. It will be more, it'll be one of the more expensive wheels because, again, there will be no safe candies, and there'll just be trickier stuff on it. And something else. Oh, yes. Thank you for the stream. No worries. Thank you very much for being here. Have a good rest. Hope you get the Zeds your recharge needs. Unlikely, but it would be nice. Thank you for the fun stream. Wow, an under 3-hour stream. You don't want 20 wheel spins in a row. Oh, but more punishment. Yeah, well, because we've actually got 13. We've still got 13 wheel spins to do for Big White Bear. So yeah, we still have 13 to do straight from the get-go. So that's gonna be Oh, but more punishment. You still have 13? Yeah, because Big White Bear from that 20. Yeah, 20. I don't think it was 20. I think it was 15. Or did we go give more? Oh no, that 20 got done. Yeah, that was that first 20. No, Big White Bear gave 15 at the very end of stream. And when Dimitri's father's out the front and we're wrapping up. Oh, but then there was more. Yes, no, we did that original 20. Yeah, this was from at the very end. We did 2, and then yeah, there's 13 left over for next time. So the wheel will be slightly different. Yeah, more punishment stuff. Yes. And yeah, but so that's Sunday morning our time. So like from now, 76. We'll say 77, roughly. Say 78. 78 hours from now. 78 hours from now, Dimitri will be here, and we'll be doing the Lego Harry Potter, whatever stuff. So yeah. See you Saturday then. Yes. But again, I will probably be back tonight / early tomorrow to do some more Nikki stuff. And again, if I get through Nikki's stuff quickly, then on to Disney Dreamlight Valley, which I really want to get to and try some stuff. But yeah, with all that solar stuff and the phone calls and everything, very tired. But also, new emoticons are incoming. Well, I mean, not incoming. They're going into the vault which we already have some to unlock, but they're going in. More emoticons are going into the vault for possible unlocking. But yes. But thank you everybody for joining me this morning. Very much appreciate it. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever the time. That was me for you. Say hi to your mum for me. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Hello, Gingerbread Salem. I see you have a banana threatening me. Well, ease up. Ease up. I mean, I find that quite inappropriate, Colourfully Woolly. You know, well, first of all, my middle pocket banana is not threatening. It's very thin. It's long, but it's soft. It's not threatening at all.